Welcome to Blazing Baseball, episode number 157, where we blaze through today's baseball topics, and we are Astros and Yankees fans.
Yeah.
So right now we're watching the White Sox at A's, and White Sox are winning 7-zip. And today on this podcast, we'll have news on Anthony Rizzo and Alvin Diaz.
All right.
And sorry for mispronouncing the names of this podcast. And we had earlier the Rays at Yanks. The Yanks winning 10-3, the one going to Taillon, and a loss to Kluber. And then we had the Giants at Cubs. San Fran winning 5-2, the one going to Webb, and the loss to Stroman, and the save to Doval. And then playing now, we have the White Sox at A's, and the Tigers at Royals, and Bum Sox at Orioles. And then later today, we have the Nats at Phillies with the Nats feed, who is 6-9 versus the Phillies, Suarez, who's 8-5. And also the Nats are the first team eliminated, not able to make the playoffs.
Wow.
So
It's calculated.
yeah.
Oh, boy. There'll be more.
Mm-hmm. Then we have the Mets at Marlins with the Mets Carrasco, who is 13-6 versus the Marlins Lopez, who is 8-9. And then we have the Blue Jays at Rangers with the Blue Jays. Toronto's Gossman, who is 11-9 versus the Rangers. Orihara, who is 1-2. And then we have the Angels at Astros with the Angels Otani, who was 11-8 versus the Astros Urquidy, who was 13-5. And then we have the Guardians at Twins with the Guardians McKenzie, who is 9-11 versus the Twins Archer, who is 2-7. And then we have the Reds at Brewers with the Reds Anderson, who is 0-2 versus the Brewers Hauser, who is 5-9. And then the Cards at Pirates with the Cards Flaherty, who is 0-1 versus the Pirates Baker, who is 3-11. And then the D-backs at Rockies with the D-backs Bumgarner, who is 6-13 versus the Rockies Urena, who is 3-6. And then the Dodgers at Padres with the Dodgers Urias, who is 15-7 versus the Padres Snell, who is 6-8. And last but not least, the Braves at Mariners with the Braves Freed, who is 13-5 versus the Mariners Kirby, who is 6-3.
Okay. 15 games today. Full stack. Well, the Yankees lost 4-2 last night against Tampa Bay in the Bronx. But the Yanks just won today. Yankees win the game in the Bronx 10-3. Yankees had 15 hits and 10 runs, and Donaldson and Stanton both had homers. They held Tampa Bay to 7 hits and 3 runs. The winning pitcher for the Yankees was Taillon. He's 13-4 for the season. He went 7 1/3 innings. He gave up 6 hits and 3 earned runs. He had 8 strikeouts, and his earned run average is 3.94. The losing pitcher was Clubber. He's 10-8 for the season. The Yankees knocked him out with 8 hits and 6 runs in the first inning. So, good game for the Yanks bouncing back. There were 43,088 fans at Yankee Stadium cheering the Yankees to victory over Tampa Bay Rays today, 10-3. Yankees are 84-56, first place in the American League East, and the Rays are 78-58. They're in second place in the American League East.
59.
59. Okay. All right. Astros won yesterday, 4-3.
Mm-hmm.
Alvarez had a double, and Pena had a home run, and McCormick. All right. Jazzy Fizz had a homer. McCullers got the win. He's 3-1 for the season. He went 7 innings. He gave up 4 hits and 2 earned runs, but he had 6 strikeouts, and his earned run average is 2.20. And Presley got the save, his 26th save of the season. He pitched the 9th inning. He gave up 1 hit and 1 earned run, but he had 2 strikeouts. His earned run average is 3.26, and that was his 26th save. The loss for the game went to Wantz. They hit him up for 2 hits and 2 earned runs, knocked him out. He has an earned run average of 3.38. There were 33,509 fans at Minute Maid Park yesterday, and today they're at it again.
Yep, at Minute Maid Park at 6:15 Central Time. We have starting pitching for the Angels, Shohei Ohtani, who is a right-handed pitcher who is 11-8 with a 2.58 ERA and 181 strikeouts. And then starting for the Astros is Jose Urquidy, who is a right-handed pitcher who is 13-5 with a 3.51 ERA and 117 strikeouts. And then up first for the Astros is Altuve at second base, batting 287.
Yep.
And then Gurriel at first base, batting 238. And then Alvarez at left field, batting 290. And then Bregman at third base, batting 266. And then Tucker at right field, batting 259. And then Mancini at DH, batting 255. And then Chazzy Fitz McCormick at center field, batting 239. And then Pena at shortstop, batting 249. And then Maldonado at catcher, batting 174.
The big D.
Yes. And then there is no lineup yet for the Angels. So we'll give y'all the Blazing Baseball predicted lineup, and we'll use yesterday's lineup. And up first, we have Fletcher at shortstop, and then Trout at center field, and then Ohtani at DH, and then Ward at right field, and then Rengifo at second field, and then Thais at first base, and then Duffy at third base, and then Moniak at left field, and then Stassi at catcher. In the standings, we have.
I just refreshed it. Let's see if we get the win for the Yanks. Yep, it's in. There's the standings current.
In the AL East, the Yanks are in first place, 4.5 games over the Rays. In the AL Central, the Guardians are 1.5 game over the White Sox. In the AL West, the Astros are 12 games over the Mariners. In the AL East, the Braves are half a game over the Mets. In the NL Central, the Cards are 8 games over the Brewers. And then in the NL West, the Dodgers are 18 games over the Padres.
All right.
And so by Marley Rivera by ESPN.com, it says New York Yankees first baseman Anthony Rizzo to resume baseball activities Sunday.
All right, great.
It's good news.
Need the Riz back because
Mm-hmm.
we have to have the Riz and the Fizz.
It says New York Yankees first baseman Anthony Rizzo is scheduled to start baseball activities on Sunday after getting a blood patch to aid in his recovery from an epidural injection to treat his ailing lower back.
All right.
And then according to SI.com by Ben Silver, it says report Eldamiz Diaz to rejoin Houston Astros Tuesday.
All right.
And he looks to rejoin the Houston Astros off the injured list Tuesday in Detroit.
All right, coming back.
Mm-hmm.
That can only help.
Yes. Out since August 16th with left groin discomforts. Mauricio Dubon has taken over much of his utility.
Yeah, but Diaz was batting 297, so he can hit.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to help.
Oh, yeah. On a rehab assignment with AAA Sugarland Space Cowboys, Friday Diaz walked once and grounded out 3 times. 2 of those outs, however, were hard hits.
Okay, hit hard.
Hard hit.
All right. This story says from CBS News, Aaron Judge leads American League MVP, but there's still an argument for another
For Shohei Ohtani.
win. So the story's about those are the two. They're going to be the 2 finalists to get the American League MVP, and they go over the stats of both players. It's a good story.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know who deserves it more. It's hard to.
Yep.
Hard to pick one.
Yep. Because you got Judge, who's the incredible batter and outfielder. He's an excellent outfielder. You got, Ohtani is just amazing as a pitcher, and he's amazing as a batter.
Yeah.
That's why he won it last year. So it's going to be good. I think it's going to get a little more competitive down the end. We'll see which team does better.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's the Yankees.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's hard to say. I guess like right, like because Shohei Ohtani is just always going to be probably the best two-way player,
Right, because
in
he's
the
pitching
league right now,
right.
probably for years to come.
Well,
So
there you have it.
maybe he just going to just have it for as long as he's in the league.
It's possible. He could definitely win it again this year. Well, let's see how he finishes the season, though.
Yeah.
You know, if he finishes the season strong, pitching, you know, it's possible.
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
then if Judge is on track for this crazy home run,
well, we got to see if he gets it.
Yeah, on this
Hopefully
pace,
he does.
Then maybe that is the most valuable player in the game. So it's hard to. It feels like a never-ending debate.
Yep. Well, there's two great players, so it's fun.
Yeah.
Either way, it's all right.
Yeah, and whoever they pick, I feel like it'll still be a debate.
Yep, for sure.
Any other baseball topics you want to go over today on this baseball podcast?
Full stack of games today, baseball fans. Enjoy them all. Happy Saturday.
Yep. And we'll catch you all here tomorrow on Blazing Baseball. Blazing through tomorrow's baseball topics. Peace.
Peace out.